Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mogi Beth. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, I'm a full-time reseller primarily on the Poshmark app. However, I'm now cross-listing everything over to eBay, Mercari, and Tradesy. And today I just have a really simple video. It won't be too long, but it's just what sold this weekend. I'm going to include Friday in the mix. I recently got back from vacation, so my sales are somewhat slow. I only have listed about 20 things in January, so that's not great, but I still thought it would be really good to just show you what is selling because you know, we're just jumping into 2020. January is kind of a awkward month just because we're transitioning out of colder weather purchases and into warmer weather purchases, and then there are some things like athletic wear that are unique to January, but I just wanted to go ahead and show y'all what's selling for me. Hopefully it will be helpful to you in your reselling journey, and if you haven't started reselling on Poshmark yet, make sure to sign up. Like, you need to get this app, and then use my code MOGIBETH, MOGIBETH, for $10 off your first purchase, and you can buy yourself, you know, an awesome dress for spring break or a pair of leggings to work out in for your New Year's resolutions, whatever it may be. Anyway, also, if y'all want to see a video of my own personal Poshmark purchases, let me know in the comments down below. But this is just a video. I kind of do these what sold videos sporadically, and I want to do more of them just because I think they are helpful. But let's go ahead and jump into what sold Friday through Sunday, January 10th through the 12th. Okay. So the first thing I sold on Friday were these pair of Lucky brand booties. They were embroidered. I'd actually found these a year ago in the color red, and so recently I found two, and they're both a wide, which I typically kind of steer away from wide or narrow sizing in shoes, but I went ahead and picked these up because they were a great price, and then I had them listed for $75. And then I think I received an offer for $35, and I countered with $50, and the buyer accepted. So I went ahead and shipped those out on Friday. But yeah, I'm very happy with that sale. Within this video, I want to talk about whether I'd pick this up again. And these I would definitely pick up again. I really do like Lucky brand booties, and I don't pick up much else from Lucky brand, but the shoes, especially the booties, I do like to pick up, and these were cute. They were embroidered with little roses. I still have a pair listed in my Poshmark closet in a larger size, I believe, so yeah, I'm excited to get those sold as well. The next was a sweater, a Veronica beard sweater that I actually found at Buffalo Exchange in Phoenix when I went on a trip there to source. And I sold this sweater. I think I had it listed for $150, and I received an offer for $100, and I accepted. Very happy with this sale. I love Veronica beard. Top 5 favorite brands to sell right now. I am willing to pay up for Veronica beard, and I am very, very happy with this sale. I think I actually later on sold another Veronica beard piece, which we'll get to in a second. So then on Friday, I also posted my last video, which was a thrift with me video, and so I had some of those items listed on Friday, and I listed the rest I think on Saturday. And a few of them sold, which was awesome. If you're watching and you have ever purchased anything from me, thank you so much, just from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me that y'all want to support my business and you know, like the things that I'm selling, so thank you. And this was from someone who watched my video. It was a nude tag Lulu's wide leg jumpsuit. If you haven't watched my last video, Thrift With Me, I'll just link it up here. So you can open a new tab and watch that later, but and it sold so quickly, so I was really happy with that. It made me excited to pick up more Lulu stuff, and yesterday I was at the thrift store and I picked up another Lulu's item, so I'll see how that does. But yeah, it sold. I had it listed for $45. She sent me an offer for $30, and I accepted. And so a nude tag Lulu's item for $30 I think is a good deal, and she said she's gonna get it. It's for her bridesmaid for her wedding, so really excited about that. Okay, so the next is a Reformation top that I picked up, I think in September maybe. It was in one of my hauls on YouTube, and I found this at Goodwill. It was maybe the first Reformation piece I found in Goodwill, maybe the only one. I usually only find it, you know, at Nordstrom or at, you know, consignment shops. So I was so bummed to find this, and I don't think Goodwill gets a lot of Reformation yet, so they didn't know about it, and it wasn't marked up. I had it listed at $75, and since I listed it in the fall, but it's very much a summer top, I knew I was gonna have to be patient on it, and I was. And now that it's January, people are starting to buy warmer weather items. So when I received an offer for this for $50, I accepted and was super excited to get that moved out. I love this top so much. It's so cute. Okay, and then the next is also from another YouTube haul. I think it was my thrift with me in October or November, sometime in there. And I found this purse at the bins. It's a Kelsi Dagger zipper purse. I have very little experience selling purses, but I picked up 2 yesterday, so we're kind of venturing more into that direction because purses do have a good average sales price. This one I listed for $50 and it sold for $20. But since I picked it up at the bins, I was very happy with that. It's in great condition, and I think it's a great deal for everyone. So yeah, I'm excited to get that out and to the buyer, and I would pick that up again just because I did pick it up at the bins, but I might not pick Kelsi Dagger purses up at Goodwill. I probably wouldn't pay, you know, too much for them or expect to make too much with them. Just because Kelsi Dagger is really a brand that's known for her shoes more than her purses. So I would be wary paying too much money for her purses. But that is the beauty of the bins. It allows you to, you know, try out different brands and try out different things, and it's very low risk because you're paying very little for them. So yeah, I really enjoyed that haul from purchase to sale of that item. Okay, so the next sale was a pair of Vsp Toe Sandals. I can't remember if I put this in a haul or not. These I had listed for $35 and received an offer for $25 and accepted. Vsp, I have been playing around with that brand a little bit these days. Everything I've picked up by Vsp sells pretty well. It just doesn't sell for a super high average sales price. So if you do get it for a good price and it's a current style, I think it's worth picking up. But I definitely wouldn't be paying up for Vsp anytime soon unless they're a really substantial shoe, like a combat boot or something like that. Okay, next is my first athletic wear sale of, I guess, 2020 maybe, or at least this weekend, and that was a Lululemon Long-Sleeve Tee. I got a really good deal on this, and I really like this t-shirt. If you don't know, you can find the style of different Lululemon pieces at lulufanatics.com, and that's how I found the stock photo for this one. I had it listed for $35 and I really wanted to get $25 for it. I went back and forth with this buyer several times, and she eventually sent me an offer for $24 and I accepted. I had a lot of interest in this piece, and I have a lot of interest in a lot of the Lululemon pieces I'm listing right now. January is just the time where athletic wear really sells really well. It will sell all year round, but January is when it's super hot. So I've been putting a little bit more attention in the athletic wear department and thrift stores. So I'm glad I found this one, and it sold pretty quickly. And yeah, I would definitely pick it up again, especially for the price I found it for. Lululemon, especially the tops, you know, they don't sell for as much as they used to, but I think long sleeve tops right now sell well. Okay, and then my next sale was this new with tag and other stories dress. I've probably covered this in a what sold video before. I used to have a bunch of these. I think I'm down to 2 or 3 now. It's this galaxy printed dress, and I had it listed and still have it listed for $49, and I sent out an offer to buyers for $39 with discounted shipping, and someone accepted, so I was super happy about that. I love this dress, and I have no doubt that these dresses, the remaining ones of these dresses, will eventually find the right buyer. This item has like so many likes on it, it's insane. So yeah, was very happy with that sale. Okay, the next is actually another one that was from my thrift with me video that I just posted, and it was those Aloes leggings that were in such good condition. And again, another athletic wear sale. These I had listed for $45 and I sent offers to likers for $40 with free shipping, and someone accepted, so I was very happy with that. And I hope that the buyer really loves these leggings, because they're so, I think they're really, they look so comfy and they look so well made. So I do, it makes me want to try Alo Yoga, the brand, a little bit, because I want to get back into working out, and their stuff just seems to be like really well constructed. Okay, the next was another item from the Thrift With Me video, and it's those Madewell jeans that I showed y'all. I had them listed for $50 and they sold outright for a listing price at $50, so I was very, very happy about that. And yep, I would definitely pick everything I think I've said so far. I would pick up again. Maybe the Vsp Toe Sandals I wouldn't pay up for, but generally I'm pretty happy with these sales so far. The next sale was a new tag Reese dress, and I love this dress so much. I love the brand Reese. It's definitely a Bolo brand, and I had it listed for $150 and it sold for full asking at $150. Someone actually sent me an offer for $120. I didn't get to the offer in time, and they canceled the offer and purchased it for full price. So you know, I actually did receive a bunch of offers on this dress, so, you know, I think sometimes people just start to get antsy and they just like want to buy something. They don't want to sit around and wait for a back and forth or a counter or whatever. So I was happy that this sold for full asking, and I hope this buyer really likes this item. It's a gorgeous dress. Okay, and then the next is a new tag Aloe crop top, and it's a really cute top. This was from my Nordstrom Rack haul back in December, and this is the only Aloe piece I picked up during that time, but it was just so cute that I wanted to snag it, and I got it for a good price. I had it listed for $35 and someone offered me $25 and I accepted. The next is a pair of Corky's clogs, and I got these at a buy sell trade store. They sat for a little bit longer, I guess, than I expected, just because I don't know, I thought they were gonna sell really fast, but they're a smaller size and maybe the clogs don't do quite as well as some of the other Corky's styles. Corky's boots do really well, and of course their sandals do well. I don't know, maybe I would definitely try it out again. I paid up for them though, and I don't know if I'd pay up for them again. But I had them listed at $50. Someone sent me an offer for $30, and I went ahead and accepted just because you know, we're kind of nearing the end of clog season, and I wanted to just kind of move them. But yeah, I like the sale. I just wouldn't pay as much for them as I did. So lesson learned. Corky's clogs, worth picking up, but not worth paying up a ton for. Okay, the next is a dress, an Eloquii dress. I really love the brand Eloquii. It's a plus size brand, and it's now owned by Walmart. I think it's basically only direct to consumer online, but I really love when I find Eloquii pieces. They usually sell really fast. This one actually took a little bit longer to sell. I think I found it this summer, but I was very happy. I received an offer for $40. I had it listed for $50 and accepted. And so yeah, I'm doing more thrifting now this month, just because I'm kind of waiting until my next kind of plan is to order wholesale lots, and so I'll probably mix in thrifted with new tag wholesale, just because I think that's a really efficient way to get inventory. But I do love thrifting, and at the thrift store, one of the brands I really love to look out for is Eloquii. So if you don't know about that brand, definitely, you know, check out some comps on Poshmark. It doesn't sell for like a ton of money, but it sells consistently for a pretty good average sales price, and it usually has a really fast sell-through rate. So and because I think the plus size category in general is just kind of lacking. I don't think enough brands are doing enough to, you know, really create plus size clothing. There's a lot of obviously discussion about that online, and there's some really good accounts to follow who really showcase and highlight that. But yeah, I think because of that, there's just cute clothing in the plus size department is in high demand. So yeah, definitely don't skip on the plus size section in the thrift store. Okay, and then the next sale was a new tag Veronica beard blouse, and I love this blouse. Honestly, I did not make a 50% profit margin on this, but it was okay because I absolutely love it. It's one of those items that I knew I was gonna sell, I was gonna make money on, even if it wasn't, you know, the 50% profit margin that I was aiming for. But you know what? I just love it so much, and I knew, and it sold quickly, that I don't care. And I still made pretty good money off it. So, you know, it's just a risk because it had a higher cost of goods. But if you are confident in the demand of a certain brand and you're willing to, you know, cut back on your profit margin, then it's okay in my book. So yeah, I had it listed for $150. I sent an offer out for like $105 with free shipping, and then someone countered with $95. So I went ahead and accepted that. And so yeah, I love this blouse. I hope whoever bought it loves it, and I'm happy with the sale. Ideally I could have purchased it for less, but you know what? I'm just happy that it was graced my closet, and it's off to someone who hopefully will love it and look fabulous in it. Okay. The next is a Marc by Marc Jacobs dress. This is one that I would definitely not pick up again. Oh my gosh, it's one of the longest sitting ones in my closet. It's this just blue and striped cute Marc by Marc Jacobs dress. When I found it, I was so ecstatic, y'all. I think I may have found it in like 2018, to be honest. And then I didn't list it because I was like nervous about it. And I listed it, I think, in 2019. Dang, maybe it was 2018. Let me look. No, I listed it in 2018. Yeah, so I've had this so long. Oh my gosh, I've had this way too long. When I found it, I was very excited about it because it was Marc by Marc Jacobs, and as y'all know, Marc by Marc Jacobs retails for a lot of money, but it is a diffusion line from Marc Jacobs. So because of that, I believe the resale value is just nowhere near the retail value, especially the clothing. I did pick up a Marc by Marc Jacobs purse yesterday, but I think that's a slightly different story. However, you know, to be determined on that one. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't pick up this dress again. I wouldn't recommend picking up Marc by Marc Jacobs clothing. You can't really send it to the Real. They won't accept diffusion lines. So yeah, I had it listed for $40, and I sent an offer for $21 with discounted shipping, and someone accepted, and I was so happy to that buyer. I was like, thank you. You know, it's a really cute dress. There's nothing wrong with the item at all. It's just, for some reason, Marc by Marc Jacobs doesn't have a great resale value. So, you know, live and learn. So Urban Outfitters bought up, I think last year or 2 years ago, they started a brand called Urban Renewal. So they buy up vintage inventory, redo them, and then sell them. And this was one of those items. It's a Levi's 501 pair of shorts that was dyed pink. They don't sell these like based off sizes, like a normal jean size. I think they sold them based off small, medium, large, and there was no size tag within the shorts themselves. So I had to do a kind of weird sizing. I bought 2 of them, and I listed one, I think, at like size 30 and one at size large, and was just playing around with them. But the second one sold. I had it listed for $40. Someone sent me an offer for $20, and I accepted, and I made, you know, good enough money off of those. But that was just like an awkward, you know, when you buy items and it's just like awkward. It's like either you don't know the size, you don't know the style, or you don't know. I don't know if I'd buy that again. Sometimes the more kind of friction that an item is giving me, the less likely I am to pick it up, just because it just makes the whole listing process a little bit more difficult. And I definitely factor that in when considering whether to buy something. If something has a really good stock photo, I'm more likely to buy it. If something is like really straightforward, easy list, that makes me more likely to buy it. Anything that just adds a layer of complexity or difficulty makes me take a step back. And if there's still enough demand or there's still enough value there, then I think sometimes I'll say yes, but a lot of times I'll just say no. And even if someone could make money from it, it doesn't have to be me, you know. If it's gonna sit in my death pile, then I'm just not even gonna have to deal with it. So I probably wouldn't pick this up again just for that reason, just because the sizing was so weird. Urban Renewal is kind of I don't know, a little bit difficult to navigate. So, but you know, it took a while to sell. The first pair I think sold within a month or two, and then this one I listed last spring, so it definitely took a while to sell. And so I probably wouldn't pick these up again. I definitely hesitate when picking up Levi's shorts now, just because I think that market is a little bit saturated, but I go on. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is my eBay sales. So I just started selling on eBay, I think at the end of 2020. I want to create a video about what it's like to be eBay noob, because it's very intimidating, you know, at first. And I just got off the phone with eBay customer service because I'm just very confused about some things. But I did make 2 sales over the weekend on eBay, and I was excited about that. I'm cross-listing everything except for shoes right now over to eBay, and I'm doing free shipping. I don't accept returns. That might change, I don't know. Although I have accepted a return that someone requested. I have had 1 return on eBay. Anyway, I'm cross-listing everything over to eBay, and right now I have a little over 300 items cross-listed over to eBay. So I'm not making the sales on eBay that I would like at 300 items, but you know, I kind of view it as just another revenue stream. It's not my primary revenue stream right now. However, I have heard from a lot of people that their eBay sales start to rival and then eventually overtake their Poshmark sales. So I'm excited to see where eBay goes, but right now I am not making tons of sales on eBay, but definitely it's growing. So anyway, one brand that I've noticed does a lot better on eBay than on Poshmark or Tradesy or basically any other platform is Isabel Marant. And I sold an Isabel Marant dress a long time ago on eBay, or like one of my very first sales on eBay. And now I just sold a blouse on eBay that's Isabel Marant. I had it listed for $75. Someone messaged me saying that they were having trouble making an offer on the top, so I lowered the price to what they wanted to offer for, which was $65, and then they purchased it. I had to message them again and be like, hey, are you gonna purchase it? And then they purchased it, and so that was a great sale. I thrifted that top, and it was 100% silk, super cute, but it had been sitting on Poshmark for a while, so I just cross-listed it to eBay and it sold pretty quickly. And then another item I had on eBay was an Isabel Marant pair of jeans that has been garnering a lot of attention. Someone asked me to list the measurements, so I just noticed that on eBay for some reason Isabel Marant does really well. And then the other item that I sold on eBay this weekend was an Anthropologie Tabitha coat. This was a tweed coat that I had modeled. Oh, another thing, both of these items that I sold on eBay were both modeled. So I have noticed in a lot of the items I sold on eBay, I modeled. So I've noticed for some reason eBay, my modeled items sell better on eBay than they did on Poshmark. On Poshmark, I feel like my stock photo items do really well, but I haven't seen that to be the case on eBay. So I'm learning a lot. It's very interesting. I don't know if that means I'm going to change my, you know, I'm planning on not doing any modeling in 2020, but that might change things. We'll just see how it goes. But both of the items I sold this weekend on eBay were modeled. I just made another sale on eBay this morning. That's why I was on the phone with customer service through the global shipping program, which is another reason I really like eBay, is because it extends my potential customer base to not only the United States but abroad. And so someone in Germany bought one of my frames denim skirt, so I'm just waiting for them to pay to figure out how the global shipping program works, and I will definitely, if I do that eBay video, cover that, because I think that's a huge benefit of selling on eBay. But yeah, so anyway, those were my sales this weekend. Nothing spectacular, obviously. I don't even think I broke 1,000 there, maybe close to it, but you know, I haven't been listing a lot, and that's how it goes. You make money when you list, and so I'm not super disappointed. I didn't expect to be making a ton of money right now, but hopefully, you know, next week or the next week, things will get picked up back to normal. But I hope this was helpful to y'all. Activewear is selling really well. I'm cross-listing a lot, which I think is going really well, and I think picking up, I sold a lot of spring type of dresses. So I think those are something that I'm really focusing on as well. I'm excited to be selling spring dresses. I'm excited to be venturing more into shorts and lighter weight jackets and swimsuits. I love selling swimsuits, especially one-piece swimsuits. So yeah, I hope this was helpful in some way. I hope y'all's sales were great. I hope they were better than mine. I hope you are listing a lot because people are definitely buying right now, especially, you know, those categories that I mentioned. So get out and thrift, get out and start listing on Poshmark, cross list to eBay, cross list to Mercari, cross list to Tradesy. I use List Perfectly, and I'll link that down in the description below. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos, or if, you know, there are enough people on YouTube doing these. But I just want this channel to be a resource to y'all and hopefully help you in your reselling journey. So thank you for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.